Am I the asshole for not warning my wife about my ass rag?
A what?
This a poop knife story again?
My ass rag.
What the hell is an ass rag?
I assume
That sounds like a
it's-
Final
you'll have to
Fantasy
wait.
Aeon that you summon.
I assume it's a towel that he uses to wipe down
Wipe his
there.
ass?
Yeah. Which, I mean,
Y'all need to invest in bidets.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. I was going to say it's more economical. Or no, not economical. Environmental. Like it's more
I
environmentally
guess.
Yeah,
friendly.
it is more environmental. Yeah.
Also economical. You don't have to buy toilet paper as much, I guess.
That's true.
But also get a
Get a
bidet.
bidet.
All right, here we go. Okay, some context. My wife is weird about butt stuff. I'm not talking about sexual butt stuff. That's obviously
Okay.
personal and up to the individual. I mean, her unwillingness to acknowledge that anything comes out of butts, or just the fact that people even have buttholes.
So she's anal about it.
So you came to Am I the Asshole?
Jesus Christ. Wow. Both of you guys.
Coming from both
Shamed.
ends.
Jesus.
DP, some call it.
When we
Dual penetration.
Jesus, that is my worst nightmare, actually. I'm living it. We bought our house. I wanted to install a bidet, but my wife was against it.
But
I told her, Jesus Christ. I told her she doesn't have to use it. Now I'm scared to say but anytime he says but, because he says but a lot.
Damn.
I told her she doesn't have to use it, but she said just seeing it would gross her out.
Why?
I mentioned that I don't feel clean from just wiping with paper, and she just doesn't understand. Not everyone has naturally hairless assholes that barely require wiping.
Preach.
She asked if I could. She asked
did
if
not
I
need
could
to know
find
that
an
detail.
alternative. I said I could use wet wipes, but they're not flushable. None of them are, by the way.
Yep.
So they'd have to just go in the trash. She didn't like the idea of poopy things in the trash and told me to figure something else out that she did not have to know about. So, onto my ass rag. I took an old towel, tore it up, and installed a discreet hook behind the toilet to hang the rag. It is completely hidden. The way our bathroom is set up, and we only have one bathroom, by the way,
build her an outhouse.
the sink is right next to the toilet. So I'm able to wet the rag, clean up, and then wash it in the sink, and then hang it back up.
That's-
laundry, dude.
I was with him until he said he washed it in the fucking sink.
But I also don't
That's-
blame the guy. This guy has so much constraints in his life.
I mean,
Yeah, no bidet is crazy. But that's washing it. I mean, I don't know what I would do with the ass rag, but I just could
I
not
think you
wash
have
it.
to
like
like laundry every time, right?
I think you have to like have a window, you toss it out, and then you wash that at the end of the
Okay.
Oh my God.
something. You can't wash it in the where I brush my teeth, brother.
Yeah, that's gross.
Wild.
Where I wash my face, brother. Are you
Yeah,
crazy?
let that sink in. You're doing
anyways. Fuck you. Is this gross? Maybe. But
Definitely.
I figured that's my business since my wife did not want to hear about my butthole cleaning habits at all. Recently, my wife and I were showering together.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ask her to wipe your ass in the
Save
shower.
water.
Nope. She
This
won't do
guy
that.
is very environmentally friendly.
same
loves
as-
to
Love
hear.
that. Just accidentally environmentally
It's like,
friendly.
oh, you babe, you're going in the shower? Not for sexy reasons, but just to save the planet.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to hop in, save water. And she forgot to bring in a washcloth for herself.
Oh no.
I don't use one. I use a sisal pouch with bar soap. I then offered to hop out and grab her a washcloth, but she said, no, don't worry about it.
She's
I'll
using.
just use yours.
No.
And then she reached for my ass rag.
Oh.
God damn.
I said, you don't want to use that. She said, why? I said, please just trust me. She kept pushing. I came clean about my ass rag.
It didn't come out clean.
No, that rag is not clean.
She was horrified, started dry heaving, and then kicked me out of the shower. Apparently, she had been using it as a washcloth for years.
No.
Whenever she forgot hers, which apparently is often.
God.
What I don't get is how she thought that was my washcloth because A, it's hidden behind a freaking toilet, and B, she knows I don't use a washcloth. We got into an argument. From my perspective, it was obvious that my ass rag wasn't a washcloth. All bets are off when you use someone else's shit without asking.
You're using
And her
their
butthole
shit
hang
too.
up is interfering with my personal hygiene. But from her perspective, I violated a clear boundary that she set years ago.
Nope.
And I'm just overall a gross person. I did apologize, but I was upset, and my apology wasn't really sincere, to be honest.
I don't blame you.
I'm sleeping on the couch right now to try and give her some space, but I'd like to know if I owe her a more sincere apology over this ass rag fiasco.
Hell no.
I'm really not sure, and her reaction has me thinking that maybe I actually am disgusting, and I'm lacking the perspective to see it. But I also don't think her asshole aversion is normal. And it's the main reason I ended up resorting to the ass rag solution in the first place and not telling her about it. So, am I the asshole?
I gotta say no.
I gotta say no too.
Which
She
is
needs
a wild take.
help.
It is gross to, like you said, wash the rag in the same sink that you brush your teeth and do all that stuff in. But
That part's disgusting.
yeah, but she did leave them with very few options. Like, why is a bidet so like off limits for her? It's not like she has to use it. It's just there, right?
Is she disgusted
Just
by
the
her
thought
own?
of it
Is she
irks her.
disgusted by her own like ass washing scenario?
I don't know. Does she wipe her own ass?
That's the question I
My
have.
thing is like, if you don't want a bidet because just the thought of a clean butthole irks you, like, I mean, would the toilet also not just disgust you?
Also, why would you grab
As
a
well?
rag from behind the toilet
behind
if it
a
disgusts
toilet.
you so much?
I don't.
This is just like karma. It seems like it's like, yeah, you have put up these so many restraints to your partner, which is in a way making him less hygienic, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
And so you've set up this scenario where he's had to go behind your back and do this. Yeah, it sucks. It's gross. It's disgusting. But I mean, well, it's not really on OP's fault. Like OP, like he was doing what
Yeah.
he could to keep his asshole clean, and I respect that.
Yeah. I'm all about like reasonable accommodation. This extends to like professional setting and even personal setting. Your husband went back, you did above and beyond for like resolving some of the issues that you have. That's something that you got to figure out on your own in terms of like your aversion. For
Yeah.
the wife to limit every single scenario to do something that's like naturally occurring. And hey, there's a lot of guys that we read in this damn podcast that don't wipe their ass or clean
At
it to
all.
begin with. The fact that your husband is more than happy to be sanitized in the booty region and you're limiting their options to clean that, granted, how they're doing it, quite frankly, pretty gross. But why in the fuck?
Terrible.
Why in the fuck would you grab a washcloth behind the toilet where there's fecal shit that's probably spreading on that towel?
Yeah.
The wife is insane in this scenario to me.
One thing I want to say is she explicitly asked to not know how he cleans his butt.
True.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, he really had no choice but to keep it a secret. So for that reason, he can't be an asshole. Also, I gotta say, if she's been using this as a washcloth for years, you gotta really be doing a good job of cleaning that thing on the sink. I gotta say, because
It would
first to
smell.
not reek of
Yeah.
absolute
Yeah.
shit is insane. Like, after the first time, she would have been like,
Damn.
what the fuck? And then be like, are you using that shit to wipe your ass?
But years?
They'd be like, yeah, that's my ass rag. But for years, washing yourself with that rag and never noticing, it's not that it's superbly clean, but it's got to be decently clean for it to not smell like shit.
Yeah.
At least smells good.
Like, even if that was his washcloths, it's still like kind of gross to be sharing washcloths because that's like all the oils and shit of your partner, like just spreading it across your face. Like to me, it's like, and to never bring it up in the 2 year or the years period, like time to be like, hey, oh yeah, like I've been using your washcloth or whatever. Like, that's crazy.
That's fucking new girl.
Oh, the towels. Yeah.
All I know, Schmidt, is that I use that red one and I have never touched that towel.
Get therapy